As others have expressed this afternoon, I am also disappointed that the Government has failed to make swift progress with this bill, especially given the urgent need to act not only to address the causes of climate change but also biodiversity loss. But in such an important year for climate change mitigation and adaptation, I do hope that the Government will make meaningful effort to get this bill onto the statute book as soon as possible in the next session. It's a pleasure to speak to several amendments, including new Clause 9, which draws attention to our international commitments and the importance of action to protect our natural environment both here at home and abroad. In particular, I hope this amendment will draw further attention to the plight of our forests, the lungs of our world, and vital habitats for species great and small, in addition, of course, to the need for measures to discourage trade in products of deforestation abroad. I also hope that new Clause 9 will draw attention to an equally pertinent issue, that of the offshoring of our emissions and associated resource consumption. The WWF believes that as much as 46% of the UK's carbon footprint is not currently accounted for by national reporting or included in the UK's net zero target. Madam Deputy Speaker, this simply must be addressed if we are serious about our role in tackling climate change. Now, the bill also focuses minds on the constraints imposed by the Internal Market Act on action to protect our natural world across the 4 nations of the UK. This is reflected in Amendment 40 and new Clause 1, both of which Plaid Cymru will be supporting. Wales is rightfully proud of its status as a world leader in recycling and as a nation where sustainable development is a constitutional duty. Yet one of the many reasons why the Senedd withheld consent from the Internal Market Act and why the Welsh Government is now taking legal action against the UK Government is the issue of plastic pollution, as raised by the Senedd's Constitutional Affairs and Justice Committee. Due to the Internal Market Act, Wales will be legally prohibited from taking action to restrict the use of single-use plastic due to the Act's non-discrimination clauses. These clauses not only make the bill's lack of ambition even more egregious, but draws attention to how this Government is hindering environmental action by working against, rather than with, the devolved nations and their record of action in this field. Madam Deputy Speaker, we have a duty to do all that we can to protect our natural world for present and future generations. We cannot afford to ignore this most profound duty, and so I hope the Government will actively listen and reflect on the constructive debate that we've had here today.